When you have a loved one, especially a child, going into the hospital, the last thing on your mind is where are we going to stay during this time? Hotels can be expensive and add the stress on top of stress, really, especially if they're not close to where you're going to. And if the weather gets bad, and I can go on, but you know what? We're going to have somebody, a beautiful couple, share their experience with Ronald McDonald House Charities of Northeast Ohio. Lisa and Billy Vagi are joining us right now. It is great to have you both with us.
Great to be
Good
here.
morning.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm excited to talk to you really both because this is something that nobody wants to go through, but now that you did go through it, let's talk about the experience and what you can teach and share with other people right now.
Thank
Lisa,
you.
You want to go first?
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much.
Tell us about it. What happened? You have two children.
We do. We have Finn, who turned 2 in July, and Isla, who is 7.
Okay.
And they're the light of our life. They're incredible.
All right. So you have two children. You're both in the medical industry. You're both nurses.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, so you know how important medical attention is and how important it could be. In a moment's notice, all of a sudden, what happened?
Yeah, so Finn was born healthy and first 6 months of his life, very uncomplicated. And when he turned 6 months old, we had a very unexpected, change of events, and he was diagnosed with a very rare form of epilepsy, and our whole world changed overnight. He was admitted to the Children's Hospital and became very sick very quickly and spent an extensive amount of time in the hospital receiving medical care, and our whole world just flipped upside down overnight.
You're not near the hospital. You don't
We're not.
live.
No.
Yeah, we're about 40 minutes outside of the city. Yeah.
So what happens? What do you do?
Yeah, we don't know. We're working full time, and we had Isla at home, and we were commuting back and forth,
your
and it was a juggling act. We were panicking. It was a lot.
And now enters Ronald McDonald House.
Yes, yeah. And as a former NICU nurse, it was something we were familiar with because I had referred a lot of families to the Ronald McDonald Family Room. It had been something we had talked about a lot with these families, so I was familiar with it. But we never imagined we would end up there. And so we decided to utilize those services. And it wasn't even until we were staying there that we realized just how much they were able to offer their families that stayed there.
They really take care of so much. A laundry area, you know, and they have a kitchen, and all of that's taken care of so you can focus on the number one thing, making sure your child gets healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was great. So when you're in the hospital room, you are with your family member 24 hours a day, and you focus all on them, and you start realizing the walls just start kind of closing in on you a little bit. And you need that sense of normalcy, just a little break.
Right.
And that's where the Ronald McDonald Family Room came into play. So it's just right down the hall from where Finn's room was. So I could break away when I get a moment when he falls asleep or something, and go get a cup of coffee, or go get, a dinner or lunch, and, just get that sense of normalcy.
Right.
Is when I needed that break.
And that's exactly what maybe gets you through whatever you're going through.
100% what helps me.
The world doesn't stop when somebody in any family gets sick.
Exactly.
It should, but it doesn't. And Ronald McDonald House Charities of Northeast Ohio, they're a wonderful, wonderful beacon that really do help. If you can describe Ronald McDonald House in one word, putting you on the spot here, what would it be?
Yeah, no, we've said this before, and it's so true. My word is hope. And you feel it from the moment you walk into that building. It's incredible. From the second you hit the door of the house, it's hope. And you can feel it in those walls, and even just passing the families in the hallway, it's like this silent connection you have with them, and it is so special.
Would you both tell us why anyone watching right now should support Ronald McDonald House? What would you say?
Because we never expected to be there, and it's something that it touched our lives, and we're always going to remember it, and the need is always going to be there. And every little bit goes so far, and there's so many ways to give, whether it's financially or donating items to the house or giving your time. Every little bit goes so far. The smiles on the volunteers' faces, a load of laundry, a free meal.
No doubt.
It's every little bit goes so far.
Well, there's your invitation. Would you please do just that? All right, Lisa, Billy, thank you so much. Ronald McDonald House Charities of Northeast Ohio. There's a QR code right on your screen if you want to point your smartphone to it. It's rmhcneo.org/give-now. Thank you both for sharing. Let's wave to Finn and wave to your oldest,
Hi, Finn and
Isla. All right, we'll be right back with more of Good Company.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This segment of Good Company was sponsored by Ronald McDonald House.